Today on Team E Outdoors, thousands turn out for the first annual Salmon River Festival. Real Monsters is in Alaska, and Captain Rick is in the pursuit for a record rainbow. Plus, Gabe Jerome treats us to a New York youth turkey hunt.
That's the hog, my brother!
This is Team E Outdoors, presented by Back Off.
Welcome to Team E Outdoors. I'm your host, Nicole Castro. Let's get things started in Pulaski, New York at All Seasons Sports, your single source for Lake Ontario and Salmon River fishing equipment, and the tackle hub for the Salmon River Fishing Derby.
With thousands of people fishing the Salmon River from all over the world. I mean, I have participants from Africa, Alaska that flew in, and this is our first year, so I have no idea how big this thing is going to get. It's basically a 3-day event. We signed up fishermen from 6 to 9 a.m. every day, then they went out and fished. We give first, second, third for coho, first, second, third for chinook, and the grand prize is the biggest fish for the whole weekend. Steelhead, the salmon run, natural rainbow, it's all here right in Pulaski, New York, the famous Salmon River. The festival itself, the grounds that the Ringwood Fire Department supplied for us to help us out, get it started, unbelievable grounds. Right on the Salmon River too. Basically involved the whole town. The whole town between the festival and the Derby, they all come together, and I think we ended up doing very good for the museum.
Beautiful day today. There's a lot of fish in the river. Everyone's hitting them.
Usually the kings come up the first part of September, as in Chinooks, and this year they waited to participate in the Derby. They showed up 2 days before the actual event, and they're basically stacked up right now. The fishermen are saying some of the best fishing they've seen in decades.
Okay, guys, we're officially closed.
Folks, I want to thank you for attending the first annual Salmon River Derby Festival. But the whole reason why we're all gathered here for the Derby and Festival is the largest, biggest, grandiosest king salmon caught on the world-famous Salmon River will go to...
The winning fish was 31 pounds, 0.8 ounces, 42 inches long. Ken Green.
Ken Green, Baltimore, New York. And we got $2,100 for Mr. Kenneth Green. And what most people don't understand is this event, which was 3 days long, took literally a year in the planning, and finally at its end, and I would have to say it was a huge success, and I can hardly wait till next year.
It's great festivity. The salmon run every year. It's a great thing.
What a great event. Thanks to All Seasons Sports for all of their help. Check out their store in Pulaski or visit them online at allseasonsports.com. They can ship any product anywhere in the world. You'll see firsthand next.
Team E Outdoors is brought to you by Back Off, a healthy alternative with no regrets. NASCAR Racing Experience, the authentic racing experience. Happy Jack. Ask for Happy Jack. Your dog would. Blue Lake Outfitters, Northern California's premier outfitter. And by All Season Sports, your single equipment source for New York's Salmon River.
You know how it is with your friends. Everybody's dipping, and when you're a teenager, it's all cool. And then you get a little bit older, you might get married, you have kids, and you realize, that I need to quit this. It's a difficult habit to change. We can help with that. For over 20 years, we have been developing products which help our customers make a change. Snuff users like something in their mouth, and Back Off allows you to do that without the regrets.
Hi, Nicole here at Cornell's Pedal and Paddle, one of my favorite shops. We provide a complete line of cycling and kayaking products and accessories. We have an on-site bike repair technician, as well as options for upgrades. Rentals always available. Get all your services at one convenient location. Cornell's Pedal and Paddle, Port Ontario, New York. Stop in or log on at pedalandpaddle.com. Just tell them Nicole sent you.
Happy Jack has a truly remarkable product. It's called Flex Enhance Plus, and it helps pets with bone and joint ailments. Buddy hunts hard, and it was starting to show. He'd limp the morning after a long day in the field. I started him on Flex Enhance Plus, and within weeks the limp was gone, and he was covering the uplands like a pup again. Thanks. Good dog. Think I could use this? Flex Enhance Plus at better farm, feed, and hardware stores, including Ace, True Value, and Farmer County Co-ops.
Captain Rick here for All Season Sports in Pulaski, New York. Whether you're on the Salmon River or in Alaska, whether you're trolling Big Lake Ontario for dime bright kings, or your style is fly fishing or spin gear fishing on the Salmon River. Woo! All Season Sports is your single source for fishing equipment. Fish on, baby, fish on! Stop in or shop online at allseasonsports.com. Tell them Captain Rick sent you. Fish on!
Phelps Cement Products is your home for quality patio, paverstone, and retaining walls. Get inspired at the largest outdoor display in upstate New York. We feature Hanson Hardscape, Allen Block, Cambridge Pavers, and Rockwood Retaining Wall Systems. Big box stores can't touch our quality or variety. And with available delivery, you won't believe what you can create with our products. Amazing stone patios with spectacular built-in fireplaces. For the best in selection and design advice, Jared says,
we guarantee a Phelps flat pallet.
The official archery dealer of Teamy Outdoors is Wilde Hill Archery, home of all your hunting products.
Before the break, we told you about All Season Sports being able to ship their product anywhere in the world. Well, Captain Rick Mick made a long-distance phone call and had his fishing gear shipped to the 50th state, Alaska.
I love it, man. Fish on, Jackson!
You're watching Real Monsters, the pursuit for record fish.
Today, we're leaving Mission Lodge this morning, and we are heading out to a river we aptly named, since we've already been there. It's the Wahoo River. And the reason why we called it that, one, it's something that they didn't want nobody else to know, and that's very respectable. We respect that. And the whole time I was there, every time I had a rod in the water, it was Wahoo! The Wahoo River in particular, it's a great river because it's got an array of fish. It has sockeye, it has Arctic char, grayling. I mean, you do all this in one spot. And what stuck out in my mind and what I was there chasing was the absolute beautiful rainbows they have. I can't speak enough about the colors of these fish, the challenge it was to catch these fish. I live for the catch, but I die for the hunt. The hunt of these fish and making it work is what it was all about. So the rainbows in here were exceptional. The ones we catch in here are big, and there's not a whole ton of them at this time of year. So the hunt was absolutely phenomenal. Working with the guide TJ was our guide for the day. In his words, it was epic. Sockeye, those of you that haven't seen them, I mean, you got to go to the West Coast to get them. Usually fish look bigger in the water, but because these fish are red and then like, a little brown in the front and brown in the back, it doesn't look like a real big fish. They fight and fight. There's no quitting them, and there's absolutely no quit. Pull out the pin. This is an awesome story. You're going to love it. I pull out the pin and I throw it at him, and this fish comes up and he bites my float. He hit the float. That fish just hit my float. They say sockeye don't bite. Proof right there. They bite. And I'm fighting this fish. for 5 minutes with no hook on him. He's he won't let go of my float. He's so mean and mad. So then, of course, you know, all of a sudden he lets go of the float and he turns right to the fly. I was running this flesh fly underneath the float and wham, nails it. Love and life on the Wahoo River. All these fish, you know, they're coming out of salt water. They come from salt water to fresh water, which is, you know, in its own, it's amazing that a fish can do that. I mean, that's like you breathing on land and then getting put in the water. I mean, it doesn't happen. You can't do it. Whoa, he's going now, boys. This is his last fling right here. He's got to be whooped. Fish on, baby, fish on. Real monsters. When it comes to sockeye, this is a real monster. That's how we do it, yeah! That's the hog, my brother, yeah! As you can see, I catch it, and I'm absolutely ecstatic. It was awesome. One of the best fish I've ever caught in my life, due to the circumstances of how he did it. Look at the hump on this thing. Mission Lodge, Alaska, the Wahoo River. This thing is beautiful. Mwah, 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 mwah. Big teeth, and he scared the crap out of me, I'll tell you that right now, but it was awesome. Fish on. Sweet, bro. And that's why we all fish. It's not just about catching the fish. It's A, about being with the people that you love, and B, about the different things that happen when you're on the water together. And this is one of those times, trust me. Oh, there he goes. Woo! TJ, my brother. That's how we do it. They said, hey, we're going to show you something, TJ said. And we've been seeing sockeye all over the place. We're going to go to the hole of 10,000 sockeye. I'm like, yeah, okay, 10,000 sockeye. We got there, and it looked like Mother Nature's river was bleeding. I mean, there was red from the top of this island as far down as you can see. So we decided to really be able to show you guys how many fish were in there. We took what's called a GoPro camera, and we put it on this post. And my cameraman goes up front, and he's holding it with all his might. And TJ, our guy, guns it. I mean, wherever you turned, there was just fish shooting everywhere. And the coolest thing about it to me was when we reviewed it, it looked like we put it in fast forward. And in essence, we didn't. I mean, this is how fast these fish were swimming. This is the power and will that these fish have when they're coming up to make this, you know, migration. You won't see another soul on this river except one more boat from Mission Lodge. That's why we call it the Wahoo River.
Up next, Captain Rick is in pursuit of a record rainbow.
Fish on, baby.
This is Captain Rick for All Season Sports in Pulaski, New York. Bait, bait, bait. All Season Sports has everything from rubber eggs to real salmon eggs, flies, and the cleanest bait tanks in the Northeast. Whether your rods and reels are Okuma, Shimano, or the ever-forgiving Ugly Stick, All Season Sports has what you need to land that big fish. Whether you like stocking foots with boots or boots already on your waders, All Season's got them all. Stop in or shop online at allseasonsports.com. Tell them Captain Rick sent you. Fish on.
Do you know someone that wants to quit smokeless tobacco?
I just need something in my lip without any regret.
Clinically proven to reduce the stress of nicotine withdrawal and long-lasting flavor. Back Off has no tobacco and no nicotine, and the ingredients are FDA approved. Ranked #1 in a blind taste test.
Man, that's good.
Back Off, a healthy alternative with no regrets.
If you own a log structure, proper maintenance is a must. Protect your investment, beauty and longevity.
Hi, I'm Scott Trump. We've been maintaining log homes since 1997.
Yes, Sundance is a full service. Contact us today, Sundance Log Home Services, 315-532-7336. Or log on and check out our website.
shot by a careless hunter totally blinded me.
My dad came to me and said that he wanted to kill the Grand Slam. But to try to do it blind, well, that's a real challenge.
I will never forget it as long as I live.
You're watching Team E Outdoors, presented by Back Off.
You know, when you go to Alaska, you don't want to limit yourself. I mean, you can have some goals, but don't go there and say, oh, I don't want to catch a char, oh, I don't want to catch a grayling. These things, keep in mind, are only in this area of the world.
Fish on! Ha ha! DJ calling it.
The char I caught wasn't the biggest char in the world, and you know you're the only person who caught this fish in the whole world.
I'm bringing it over you, Teach, and I'll bring it right to you.
This is your fish. You and that fish now have a bond.
It's another beautiful, beautiful char. Hey, she liked it. What a fantastic river. This Wahoo river. We're gonna let this one go. And Bond to bring us some more.
Give them a kiss, let them know they met Captain Rick, and we send them on their way.
Fish on, baby.
The mission, the main difference that we try to do is provide a unique experience for any customer. And what we do is we like to ask them every night and figure out what they would like to do the next day. And if they're not familiar with our fisheries, then we try to explain to them, or ask them what they want to be doing. We try to make an experience for each person unique as they want to fish, which fishery.
You can't go to this river unless you come see these folks at Mission Lodge. We're going to keep it as the Wahoo River. I'm going to hope next time or somewhere in your future you get to go on there and you look over at TJ, because he'll be guiding there and that's his spot. Just give him a little Wahoo from Captain Rick.
We were up in this upper flat, pretty skinny water up there. As we were floating down, we noticed a pretty nice sized rainbow sitting in a bucket behind the spawning bed. And we tried to get it close enough to it to make a good presentation, and we spooked it down into this deeper run here. So right now, we're working on getting a little bit of egg and flesh down to that fish and see if we can get him to take.
Our goal was to do little things in the middle and then hunt for this real monster rainbow. TJ goes to the other side because I can't see him where I'm fishing. He's on this bank and he's telling me where to cast. Now keep in mind, I have no idea where this fish is. I'm listening to whatever he says. Whatever he tells me, that's how I'm fishing.
Okay, what you're gonna need to do is cast directly in towards me, throw a really big mend in it, in upstream and into that current seam so that that fly has a chance to get down to that fish. That fish is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Two of them right here. Good, big mend. Good, easy, easy. Let it sink, let it sink. Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. Wait, 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 current got it, ripped it out. He was on it too. 30 more seconds and he would have mounted it.
I cast it the first time. He's like, you're right on him, strip, strip, strip. I'm listening to him, I'm stripping, nothing. Second cast, he tells me to drop it in this spot. I drop it probably that far from this twig, and I was almost in it.
Beautiful, beautiful. Sees it, going for it, going for it. Set, set, yeah, yeah, woo! Yeah, baby! That's it. High stick him, high stick him, high stick him. Nice job!
Yeah! I set the hook and I had to back up real fast to get the thing out of the woods because we didn't want to lose it. Once again, it's another experience in fishing where the people matter. I mean, without him, I wouldn't have caught that fish.
Yeah, TJ! What's up, baby? What's up? And the fly popped out as soon as he was in the net, boy. Yeah!
We got him, man. We got him. Fishing and being in the fishing world ultimately is about the people you get to meet. And I thought me and TJ might bump heads, and he was actually one of my favorite people there. And I'd love to fish with the guy again. He was awesome. Thanks, TJ.
Oh, nice!
If it's not for a group of people, I wouldn't be doing this. And I'm going to thank everybody individually as time goes on. But I'm going to focus right now on all seasons. And the owner, Jimmy Dents, manager Eric, and the rest of their staff. Big thank you for making this possible for me and supplying us with a lot of the stuff that we use, not only on this day, but on the whole trip in general. So All Season Sports, it's a place to go. Whether you're in California or on the East Coast, allseasonsports.com. You can get there and get anything you need for all your fishing needs.
I hope you enjoyed this taste of the Great White North. We have plenty more from Alaska and Captain Rick Mick in the coming weeks. We would like to thank Mission Creek Lodge for providing accommodations. Mission Creek Lodge is Alaska's finest flyout lodge. If you want to book a dream trip, visit them at missionlodge.com.
Up next, we're hunting youth turkey in New York. Team E Outdoors is brought to you by The Great Outdoors, your RV superstore in Fulton, New York. Lakeshore Hardwoods. We take pride in providing you with the finest quality woods. Cornell's Pedal and Paddle. Get all your services at one location. Big John Sports, American made. Ground transportation provided by Team Goey. What a guy. Laser Max, the leading innovator of quality laser sight systems. And by Southland Game Calls. It's the sound that counts.
Welcome back to Team E Outdoors. I'm Nicole Castro. We're at All Season Sports in Pulaski, New York. So far we have gotten wet in the Salmon River and Alaska. Let's dry off and head into the woods with Gabe Jerome.
The first season that all of us turkey hunters in New York State look forward to after being cooped up all winter long is our youth season. This season was put together to give our youth hunters ages 12 to 15 a chance at a big old longbeard a week before our adult season opened on May 1st. We're going to take out a family friend, little Miss Carly Kane, who's now 13 and after her second longbeard.
There we go, that's what we're looking for. If we can get them to go to the left or to the right in the fields we can hunt, we're all set. See that thing hanging off of him? You wouldn't want to kill him, would you?
Now it was time to hit the local ice cream shop because things really look good for the next morning. Well, that morning's setup was pretty standard for these kinds of hunting conditions. We decided to sit in a double bull blind. We had our decoy spread about 20 yards in front of us, and we had our full strut decoy on the sidewinder motion stake with our Southland game call in hand. You couldn't have asked for a worse day to go turkey hunting. It was bitter cold, it was pouring down rain, and the wind was howling. We knew a lot of birds like to be in this field, and we decided just to sit and wait as long as we could.
We're going to sit here for as long as we have to. Try to keep Carly awake. And, eventually a gobbler's going to show up here.
Well, it didn't take long, and a big old gobbler comes charging out of the tree line right to our turning decoy setup.
Here comes a gobbler right here, nice adult. You just get on him. You just get on him, don't move fast.
This was a stud of a turkey, and he was in range like that.
Just take your time whenever you're ready. There you go, right here.
I was amazed at how calm and cool Carly was in the blind.
I'm gonna have to shoot this turkey.
This big Central New York bird would have been a trophy in anybody's book, let alone a 13-year-old youth hunter.
I think I'm deaf now.
What do you think about that?
Good. Maybe we can go back to sleep.
We need to get guns with longer barrels that stick out of that blind. My ears are still ringing.
Mine too.
Go.
Check out the 1.5-inch spurs on this old gobbler.
They're like daggers.
Yeah, they're daggers. You got a nice beard on him.
He kind of stopped there for a second and she pounded him. Just pounded him. Laid him right out. Great hunt. I'm sick of this weather. But, you know, I'm glad to share it with the cameraman, Gabe, and especially Carly here. We killed 2 big adults right here. Last year's season, we did the same. And Josh, her brother, he's been watching these birds. He figured them out for us. And just a good group of friends here, and I wouldn't rather share it with anybody else. I'll tell you, this was a great hunt. Really good hunt. I'm real happy with it. And this bird does have one heck of a spur on him, I'll tell you.
Well, we have reached the end of another adventure. We'd like to thank All Season Sports for the great hospitality. We would also like to thank all of our sponsors, pro staffers, and especially you, the fans, for making our show a success. Make sure you tune in next week for a whole new adventure. For everyone at Teeny Outdoors, I'm Nicole Castro saying, so long.